Good morning everybody. This is Bhargavi. Welcome to Programming Guide channel. Today we are going to discuss about the nested for loop. Normally, what is meant by for loop? For loop is nothing but a iterative loop. Now that means whatever the statements under the loop we write, that will be executed until some condition is satisfied. Right? Already we discussed about a for loop, while loop, do while loop and the programs of those. Now in this nested for loop, for nested means what? Loop within the loop. For loop, in that for loop, if you write again one more for loop, that we call it as a nested for loop. Here we see the syntax of the nested for loop. Now look here, syntax first we'll see. For initialization, condition and updation of values. And here some set of statements under that one more for loop, initialization, condition, updation. Next set of for loops, and this for loop is closed, and the sum set of statements under the for loop. Now this for loop we call it as a outer for loop. Now this for loop we call it as a inner for loop. Now here when you encounter this syntax in the program, first this initialization will be done. After the initialization of outer for loop, it will test you the condition of the for loop. If this condition is true, then control enter into the for loop. What happens? Control enters into the for loop. When control enters the for loop, it executes the statements which are under the for loop. That means from here to here the for loop will be executed. Now here first of all we have some set of statements. These statements will be executed first. Then it go for this for loop. Right? Now in this for loop what you are doing? Again you are doing initialization. So this initialization will be taken place. It will be tested here. Right? If this condition is true, if the condition of the inner for loop is true, then the inner statements are to be executed. That as to the this. That means if this condition only true, this block is going to be executed. If this condition is false, then it executes the statements after this for loop. Consider the condition is true here. Now this, after this what happened? This inner block is executed. Now it updates the value of the for loop. This for loop, what is the condition of for loop? Initialization, condition, statements updated normally. Now initialization is done, condition is checked, this for loop is executed, block is executed, and the value of the variable is updated. Now this updated value will be goes back to this condition. Right? Here if this condition is true, consider the condition is true, this block is executed again this block value is updated, again it go for testing of condition. If again true, again the condition block will be executed. Consider the updated value. Now whatever the value is updated, that will be false. Consider. So what is the condition of the for loop? If the condition is fails, the block will not execute whichever we are writing under the for loop. So control comes out of the for loop. So after completing of this for loop, what we have some other statements over here. Right? So these statements will be executed. In the program, if we need only, we write these statements. Otherwise no need to write. Whatever the statements you want to do in your program, you have to write. Now here the inner for loop is completely executed. Now the outer for loop condition is initialization is done, condition is tested, this condition is true, so the whole part is executed. Now in this whole part, first of all we executed this, next what happens? Here the value is updated, here the value is updated. This updated value will be passed back to check your condition. That means if the condition is true here, right? If this condition is true here, then only this complete block is going to be executed for next time, right? When if the value updated value is tested back by the condition, if this condition is true, then this complete block is executed. That means 3 4, this part, this part, this part is checked again, right? That means when initialization condition is tested, this inner for loop and the statements of these will be executed until the condition becomes false. But inner for loop is executed until this condition is true. If this condition is true, this complete plot will be executed. If this condition is true, only the inner for loop will be executed, right? Understood? I am repeating again. First, initialization of outer for loop, condition is tested, so this block is executed, then value is updated, again tested, if true, again this block is executed, again the value updated, again the condition is tested, if true, this block is executed completely. Now come back to the inner for loop. If the condition is true, what we are doing, this block we are executing. In this block, whatever the statements we have, that to be executed for condition is true. Now here we have consider, we have some set of statements. These condition of statements are executed. Now for loop, again initialization is done, again the condition is tested. If this condition is true, until the condition is true, only this block is going to be executed. Now executed, again the updated, not updation will be done here, we are entering into the inner for loop. So inner for loop value is updated, again this will be tested back. If the condition is true, the inner block executes. If the condition false, control will not enter into the for block of inner block, just it comes out of the inner for loop. That means control comes to this 9th position, right? So these block of statements are executed. That means for the outer for loop, initialization is done, condition is tested, true, so it is executing complete this part. Now here the value is updated here, this updated value will be passed back, and again the condition is tested, if true, so this part will be repeatedly executed until this condition is true. Once this condition is false, control will never enter into this for loop. Whatever the statements we write after the program, those statements must be executed. Now we'll see some examples of nested for loop. Now for I is equals to 0, I less than 3, I plus plus. Printf first loop, I value I am printing. So when I is 0, 0 is less than 3. Now I am executing the looping here. I is equals to 0, 0 is less than 3. So it's a first outer for loop. This is the outer for loop. Now 0, 0 less than 3. Condition is true. If the condition is true, what happens? This entire block has to be executed. Enter into the block. Now first of all, what you are doing? First loop, I is equals to modulus of d, I you are printing. That means you are printing the value of I. Right? Now this statement is printed. Next what you are writing? For j is equals to 0, j less than 3, j plus plus. That means now j is equals to 3, is 0 is less than 3, as condition true. So inner block has to be executed. In the inner block what we are doing? Just we are printing the value of j. Now what is the value of j? Value of j is 0. Right? Next j value will become what? J value will become 1. Is 1 is less than 3? Yes. Now previously j is 0 is printed. Now j will be 1 will be printed. J will be 2 will be printed. Right? Now j becomes 3 next. Now 3 less than 3? No. Condition false. So control will not enter into the for loop. It will come to this position. So we are not writing any of the statements over here. So the value of I will be updated here. Now value of I becomes what? Now the value of I becomes 1. Is 1 is less than 3? Yes. If the 1 is less than 3, again this inner for loop will be executed. In the inner for loop what we are writing? First we are writing first loop of I is equals to value of I we are printing. So what is the value of I? 1. I is equals to 1. So that will be printed. Now initially again what we are doing, j is equals to 0, 0 less than 3. Again inner loop, j is equals to 0 printing, j will become next 1, 1 less than 3, so j will be 1 also printing. Next j will become 2, 2 less than 3, inner loop will be printed, j will be printed as 2. Next j becomes what? 3, 3 less than 3, so condition false, control comes out of the for loop. Now here it will come. So here do we have any statements over here? No. So value of I will be updated. Next the value of I becomes what? I becomes what? 2. Now 2 less than 3. So again this part will be executed. So into this what we are writing, I is equals to 2. Again j will be 0. Print j. J will be 1. 1 less than 3. Print 1. J will be 2. 2 less than 3. Print 2. J becomes 3. 3 less than 3. False. Control come out of this. Now again increase the value of I. Now in this case the value of I becomes what? 3. Is 3 is less than 3? No. So condition false. Control come out of the for loop also. Now control will come out of this loop. Now at last what the output? I0, J0, 1, 2. When I1, J0, 1, 2. When I2, when I is 2, J is 0, 1, 2. Now here this will be the output. Clear? Thank you for watching my videos. Please share this video to your friends.